Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Crossing Swords. I'm Andrew.
And I'm going to be Jake today.
Just Jake?
But ask me again halfway through.
Alright, no worries.
Because today we're doing some hypothetical questions.
We are indeed. We thought we'd do a bit more of a light-hearted one again. I came up with the idea of picking silly hypothetical questions from the internet and seeing what our answers would be.
Through all of them so far, we've never announced whose idea it was to do the episodes. But today you thought this one might be good enough to give yourself full credit.
No, I mean, to be fair, I've given you credit for doing mainly the research for certain pods.
Yeah, the research, but the idea, it was your idea. Look, I'm not going to take it away from you.
I wasn't meant as Jake's contributed nothing or will contribute nothing.
I didn't feel like it was a putting me down, I felt like it was more bigging you up.
I wasn't particularly trying to pick myself up, it just came out.
Oh, listen, let's not talk about things just coming out.
Alright, well, shall we jump straight into it?
Let's. Do you want me to go with one?
Yeah, Jake, you start.
Oh, it was your idea, but I'll...
You're not going to let me live that down, are you?
Probably not. Okay, so this one I found on the internet. You're walking in a forest. I don't know why it happens to be in a forest.
No, that's fine. Just accept the questions.
You're walking. You see a suitcase with £1 million cash in it and a blood-stained note that says, "Don't." Do you take it?
Oh, no.
No?
No. The note would freak me out too much.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a big pussy.
See, I'm quite arrogant. I think I'll probably be able to, outrun this.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be able to outrun
or out-dodge it. Be a bit, sneaky. I take it. £1 million cash.
I know, it is...
I don't know how to... I don't know how I'd launder it, and I don't think you can just start Googling...
No, but I wouldn't massively change my lifestyle. It would just be there to sort of supplement things.
I'd massively change my lifestyle. But I don't know how to...
Or what I would do is lie and say I was doing another job like, I don't know, massaging, and then put on my yearly income an extra 10 grand a year.
Well, that's it, so you can't just Google how to launder money
actually,
and then start laundering
there
money.
There is actually a show
fuck.
On Amazon Prime, I was telling you about it the other day, the big monster that is the global economy with Cal Penn as the presenter.
Yeah.
And there's actually an episode on money laundering. And he actually says, I've got a bag of $1 million.
I'm going to launder it.
I want to launder it, how do I do it? And he went about how you launder it.
Okay, so there are options.
There are options.
I'm back in the game.
Mostly involving Cyprus.
I like Cyprus, man. I said Paphos and
yeah, well, you got to go Limassol.
Limassol, beautiful places. I want to go there now.
And there you go.
We should do a podcast from a holiday destination.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I mean, I can't off the top of my head think of the excuse of why we'd be in that location or why we'd have to be in that location.
Maybe we were planning on doing a last minute thing with Ash, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we could do it then. Just take the equipment with us and wherever we end up, pod it.
I just can't like to, I don't know, for whatever reason, be doing it on the beach, by the pool. I mean...
No, I like the idea of us doing
like
it somewhere really random, like under the Eiffel Tower or
but then try and make out like we had to go there to do the pod from that location. It's like, you know, when you watch science document, I mean, not that many of you do, I realise.
Don't insult our audience.
Fuck them, they're idiots. They listen to us.
True.
No, but when you're watching science documentaries, for example, Brian Cox is on top of
I can't stand that bloke.
But he's on top of a mountain in Iceland, and he's like, when we look at the moon, and you're like, but why the? Because then we're just going to show a visual. You're just going to deliver a line and show a visual.
Because he looks bad.
There's no reason other than looking cool that you had to be in that location.
Well, to be honest though, if he didn't do that, what else is there to the show?
No, but I love
he hasn't got much to it.
I love him. And now I'm on a beach in Hawaii to introduce this next segment that has nothing to do.
I'm in Hawaii to talk about Antarctica.
And it's like, why are you there? There's nothing that could have been done. When you're going through the expenses of BBC or ITV, you're thinking what the fuck are we spending thousands of pounds sending a camera crew and a bloke and putting them up in these lovely resorts when we could have done it in the fucking studio?
I'm not saying it was aliens, Jake.
I love that. I'd love to have the opportunity to do that with the pod. To just take it somewhere and be like, look, don't ask us why we have to be here, but we're doing it from here and it's relevant somehow.
Absolutely. Right, time for the next question.
Oh yeah, questions.
Yeah, alright, this is one of the questions I found. Am I allowed to say that, or is that taking too much credit?
Yeah, I think I'll allow it.
Alright. You find a book and begin to read, only to discover that it is your life. You get to the point that you are at now. Do you turn the page knowing that you will not be able to change the events to come?
Well, this is conditional. How thick is the book? How far through?
That's exactly what my thinking was.
If I'm like the last few pages, like fuck, I don't turn it. I don't want to know what that's coming.
Well, no, but if it's the last few pages, I would automatically think, well, that means I'm going to die in the next few months.
If it's like a third through or something, which is where I feel like I might be in my life, or I don't know if the healthiest life, maybe halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd turn it, but only one. Like I don't want to know the whole thing.
No, but then I don't think you stop at one.
I'd like to think I could.
No, neither of us have any willpower. You know for a fact you don't have any willpower.
I'm weak.
Yeah.
There is.
So you're not going to stop at one page if you do start. So I think I'd burn it.
You'd burn the whole thing?
I'd burn it, yeah.
I might rip out one page.
I think as soon as I'd have realised it was my life, I wouldn't have kept reading up to the present day. I'd have burnt it straight away.
So before you even get to the current point?
Yeah, I don't want to be tempted into finding out what happens.
Because then you get into the whole thing of the Matrix thing of like, you know, would you have broken the cookie? Would you have broken the jar if I didn't tell you about the jar?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, would I have done what I was going to do if I didn't read the book?
And the thing is, quite often if you watch like science fiction shows where there's time travel involved, 9 times out of 10 someone dies trying to avoid what kills them. They inadvertently create that situation because they knew.
I wouldn't necessarily base my life plan on a science fiction movie.
No, but like the laws of time travel
which clearly exist because that definitely exists in the concept of people travelling.
Well, the two theories is either it's immovable, that no matter what happens, you stay on the same track, you just changed how it happens, or you know, you end up in the same destination, or the alternative theory is that you create a new branch off of that timeline because you've changed something.
It's the thing of time travel does tend to exist. It's the effect of time is the effect of the planet's gravitational pull on the light around it, and so technically you can be in places where you're moving faster than the speed of light, where things are moving slower than the regular speed. So actually, you sort.
But also, haven't they said that the closer you are to a black hole, time moves differently as well?
Well, because all the light's being sucked into the black hole. Yeah, quite, and gravity is different in the black hole.
Right, so yeah, I would burn the book. I'd burn the book.
I'd read one page. I'd read it out and then I'd burn the book.
I think you end up reading all of it.
Maybe.
I don't think you could read a book and start looking into the future and not be tempted to keep going.
The way I'd do it is, like I said, I'd rip a page out and then burn it. So
the only thing I'd be tempted to do is to see if like there was any hint to any future sporting events or anything like that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Bet on.
Nice, just a little financial gain.
Yeah.
You can flick through it and wait for the Battle
World Cup. But you'd run the risk of finding out stuff you don't want to know.
The money would probably kill you. You'd find out you were successful.
Yeah.
And the money killed you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, a page.
Fair enough.
Okay, I've got one. If you could sell your soul to the devil, what would you sell it to him for? If he, what would he have to offer, or what would you have to demand in order for that exchange to happen?
Can I not just say I wouldn't do it?
No, it's a hypothetical.
So I have to sell my...
Everyone has a price. What's your price?
Oh, it's hard. I'd want it to be something that I know I could... so probably become like the greatest rock star on the planet, something like that.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean that's ambitious, it's lofty, that's worth a soul, I reckon.
Yeah, because if I'm going to spend the rest of eternity in hell, because I've just sold my soul, I want to make sure I enjoy every last fucking second I can.
Yeah, I mean, you make the most of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I sell myself for. A couple of inches, maybe. Just an
extra.
What? Listen. I'm not asking for a lot.
So you'd sell your soul for an extra couple of inches?
Just to be clear, on me, not in me, if that makes sense. I mean, like, I'm not selling it...
Now, are we talking about height or length?
I'm not selling it for, like, a quick fuck. No, to Do you know what? Honestly, my answer would be pretty much the same as yours. Just to be like a stadium touring rock star.
Yeah.
Would be amazing, and all the stuff that entails, by the way, all the glitz, the glamour, the process of writing.
Be like the biggest actor on the planet.
Or equally, to be like an Olympic level athlete.
Or to be as quality as Messi or Ronaldo at football.
Yeah, so I mean proper athleticism and
to be at the
skill.
top of whatever your field would be.
But I think we've established over the course of this sort of first series of the pod is that I am quite cheap.
Yeah.
So I can sit here and tell you that I'd sell it for this amazing skill and this amazing life. It would probably be, I'd be really hungry, he'd offer me some chicken wings, I'd take it. Do you know what I mean? Like I've got to be realistic about what I am.
Yeah, but then like you could just go to a KFC and get like God knows how many.
Don't even talk to me about KFC because you know what I just realised that I missed out on?
The bucket of hot wings.
The bucket
for
of
a
wings.
£5.
I thought that was going to go all summer. No,
Limited
it
time
ended.
offer.
What the fuck is that about? That's what I sold myself the devil to bring back the bucket of wings.
No, I still don't think it's worth it.
Because that's like a world thing as well, isn't it? That's a very selfless thing. I'm not just doing it for me, I'm doing it so everyone can enjoy a bucket of chicken wings for a £5.
No, but my gift of song will benefit everyone in the world.
If you give everyone a choice between songs and chicken wings win every time.
Yeah, but
you try to tell them
with the amount of money I could make, I'd buy them chicken
not
wings.
to get caught up on the starving Africans, but you go and offer a starving African and listen to your new LP or a chicken wing, you'll see which one they pick.
Beatles. That's a bit racist. Moving on.
Unbelievably racist.
If you could learn any one skill in the world without trying, like in the Matrix where they literally just load a CD, plug you in and you learn it, what would it be?
So I'm going to assume that in this scenario, a language is a language as opposed to a multilingual skill.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to... Well, it says learn any one skill.
I'll tell you the one I've got.
I don't consider a language a skill.
I'd like to learn and even if I can't necessarily speak it, I think just from listening to it, you'd be able to pick up on a few bits here and there. I'd like to be able to translate, in my own mind, every language on the planet.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
What about you?
To be an expert level mathematician.
Yeah.
To understand numbers better than...
Numbers.
Yeah, because if you do that, you can do anything. You could make money. You could unlock the secrets of the universe.
Women.
Yeah, but unlock the secrets of the universe and make money, and women will be a consequence.
I bet there's a few pick-up lines in that. I'm really good with numbers. Let me try with yours. Bet there's a few.
Yeah. So yours would be?
So that's what we're doing. So basically, we're quite cultural here. Yeah. I know we've discussed on the pod, I like a bit of culture, I'm a cultured man, I'm a cultured gentleman. So we are now being able to communicate with the entire world and be some super genius.
And unlock the secrets of the universe for everyone.
I'd say there's some pretty modest ambitions.
Yeah.
Bring it on, Matrix. Shall I give you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. If you could have, for 1 year, free, unlimited use of a cook, a masseuse or a chauffeur, which one would it be and why?
Chauffeur.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just be pretty cool being able to be driven around all the time. Depends what the car was though, but also...
Well, does it depend what the car is? Someone's driving you wherever the fuck you want. Are you really going to feel like...
Well,
I'm not getting in your car.
Although, to be fair, according to my sister, I already have a chauffeur. That's my mum.
Oh, yeah.
But no, a professional chauffeur that would just take me anywhere. So if I said to him, like, drive me to Barcelona.
Oh, that's good. I didn't even think about international trips.
Yeah.
It's a long drive, but that's good.
Yeah, we'd ferry across to France and then from France to Spain.
Oh, well, I mean, logistically, yeah, it's straightforward.
You get him to drive you around all of
It's just long, isn't it?
It'd be amazing, though.
Oh, it would be amazing. See, I'm torn. Because the chauffeur I'm not too bothered about because I do drive and
But food,
I'm not against driving. Well, here's the thing. I have like the body of a fucking 80-year-old, so my lower back is terrible.
Mm.
I mean, I've started, like, this is ridiculous, but this week I was actually on the NHS website looking up exercises to help with back pain, and I've been genuinely, for the last couple of days, been doing these back exercises. It's pathetic. I'm 27 years old. Although apparently, according to our friendship circle, that's pretty much you're over the hill. From what I said, 27, you're gone.
Yeah.
You should have back problems.
Yeah.
But I do have but so a masseuse, it was amazing. Like, I'd love to get a professional massage. And I'm not even bothered about the happy ending or any of that stupid shit. I just want like an actual massage. Like, if they sit in some beautiful woman, I wouldn't care how much. I'd be like, you show me your certificate of where you trained, or your hands aren't going on my body.
By the way, how would you know what the top dog masseuse college is, or?
Oh no, she could just write on a bit of paper. I wouldn't know the difference.
Unqualified.
I'm a masseuse, spelt wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to spell masseuse.
Little picture in the corner really sells it. No, but the cook as well, because if the part of the thing was like eating.
I mean, it would be nice to just know, no matter what,
Oh,
you've got
here's the
someone
thing.
to make your meals.
I'd love to eat. I'd love to eat healthier, but part of the thing
I
is
mean,
cooking
normally
it,
that used to
prepping
be
it.
what a wife was.
Oh, yeah. Well, no one beats men off these days, do they?
No, clearly not. Fucking women.
But I'd love to eat more healthily, but it's just when you come home from work and you're just tired, you just can't be arsed with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I've got a cook there that's going to do it for me, and also in the mornings I can have a proper breakfast because I haven't got to wake up earlier to cook it, I can just be like...
I completely understand what you're saying, but I still think getting to travel the world by car would be awesome.
Yeah, admittedly you're probably getting more bang for your buck out of the petrol money if you're travelling the world. But I'm going to go cook. It's tough between the masseuse though, just with my back.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear that although probably a lot of people are thinking like, well, the masseuse is out of the running, it's clearly the cook or the chauffeur. It's not. I really genuinely had to think about it.
No, I'm definitely up for the chauffeur.
Yeah, I'm up for the cook, because then you can treat yourself as well every now and then. You can go for a really shitty meal. I've got that, yeah.
Alright, next question. If you got to choose between 50 years of being incredibly happy or to live forever and be unhappy, what would you choose?
I mean, surely we're both on the same page on that
50
one, right?
years of happiness.
50 years of happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness over misery every day of the week.
Yeah. Having suffered from depression or suffering from depression, absolutely I'd go for being incredibly happy
Yeah.
for 50 years.
I'd like to be immortal just to see some of the cool advancements that we make and to see all the ways we fuck up the planet and our generation.
No, I don't want to see any of that.
But, yeah, happiness. You always pick happiness.
Yeah.
As a non-starter.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the last one because it is your thing. So you have got more.
I have got some more.
So my last one, simple, 3 words: blind or deaf.
I did see that question when I was looking up questions yesterday, and that is fucking hard.
Do you want my 2 cents?
I think
Subject?
I'd go blind.
I'd go blind, and I'll tell you for why. Because for me, I have a really, and I'm sure a lot of people do, I have a really close relationship with music of all varying genres.
Yeah.
I can't imagine not having music. As
same.
hard as it would be to navigate life without seeing things, and there are some beautiful sights that I wouldn't get to see, and the sight of your children and there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't imagine a world without light and without visual stimulation.
Seems feasible.
Slightly more appealing
But to never hear what's going on around you, or
than a world without music. I
Yeah.
couldn't live in a world without
No.
music.
Right, next question. If Jurassic Park were real, would you visit it?
Obviously. I'm like, you're talking to a nerd here, bro. You think I'm going to go and visit Jurassic Park? Even knowing what I know, even knowing that it would go wrong. Also, as we've sort of settled on earlier in the episode, I'm an arrogant motherfucker. So if even telling me that Jurassic Park, the movie, the thing's going to happen, it's going to go wrong, I'd be of the thought that I'd be alright. I'd probably even get eaten. I'd find a way out of it. But dinosaurs are cool. Plus, can I just say, not to lean too much into the nerd thing, but they wouldn't look like they looked. They looked like they looked, and I thought they got away with this quite well by including the frog DNA and having that reptilian aspect. But actually, we now believe that dinosaurs are much more bird-like. They were feathered creatures. And yeah, but it's a clever way to introduce the frog DNA to make them look like the classic dinosaur look. In my opinion. There's a great book, by the way, if you've never read it, the Michael Crichton book. It's a really good book. Okay. He's a really good author. I'm a really good fan. But to try and get back to the question and away from the nerd aspect, absolutely, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
You'd have to. It's Jurassic Park. It's dinosaurs. Who doesn't want to see dinosaurs? Even if it does become like it did in Jurassic World, where just dinosaurs, everyone's seen dinosaurs. Like, just for that initial thing,
yeah,
you'd absolutely go.
To have that look on your face that Sam Neill does when he sees the dinosaurs for the
first yeah. Absolutely.
Right, next question. What historic figure would make the worst ghost to be haunted by?
Do they have to be dead?
Yeah, historic figure.
I'm just saying, there are some people now that are making history.
No, but they're not historic yet.
Oh, okay, that does make it slightly more difficult, because I did have one straight away, if they could be alive.
Who would that have been?
Trump.
Believe me.
I make the best ghost.
I make the best ghost.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay, you can't get
great.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
I'm the best ghost in here, in China. I'm the best ghost. Tweet it. You have horrible haunting, absolutely dreadful. The accusations are not true. I'm not a poltergeist. I don't even know what a poltergeist is. An historic figure. Now that is tough. Who wouldn't I want to be? Who wouldn't I want to be?
Shall I give you mine?
Yeah, go on.
Hitler.
He's not a bad bloke.
No, but he'd be really loud, wouldn't he? He'd be stomping all over the place.
You think he goose steps like everywhere he goes?
Yeah, I think he'd be screaming, 9! 9.5 miles!
I hope that means something. I hope that translates.
I just came out with some random guts.
Somewhere there's a German listener that's like, he can't say that.
Scheiße!
I don't think Hitler would be that bad. I don't think.
How could Hitler not be that bad?
Well, he's done all his damage, hasn't he? He's got it all out of his system. No, who would I want to be haunted by? I don't know. I think someone moany. Someone who just wouldn't shut up. I can't.
You gotta pick someone, bro.
It's a really, really good question. Okay, I'm gonna go Queen Victoria.
What? The young Victoria?
No, like dead Victoria. She's now dead.
Yeah. No, I mean the Queen Victoria that was commonly known as the young Victoria, the one that married Alfred.
I thought you were
sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to like specify a point in her life that I'd have to be haunted by. Yeah.
Who was the longest reigning, or I don't know if she still is the longest reigning monarch in the history.
I reckon Queenie's taken over.
If she hasn't, she's fucking close.
I reckon she'd be I reckon she'd be a right miserable bitch. You couldn't have a laugh.
Apparently she was a randy bastard.
Oh, well now you've made me think about it. I don't want to get groped by a ghost. Well, no, in fact, it's who don't you want to be haunted by?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, she's moaning gropey.
Who would be the worst, yeah.
That's the worst.
Right, if you were to have either a teleporter or a time travel machine, which one would you want?
I think there's a really easy answer to this for me. But I want to give fair consideration to the other option. I'd love to be able to time travel. All the stuff that I've grown up on, like fucking Doctor Who, shit like that.
I know, but what if the butterfly effect rule is real?
Again, arrogant bastard.
If you
don't believe that I'm able to overcome such effects and outrun paradoxes,
I'd be too afraid of what I'd cause. I mean, I'd be tempted a bit like Deadpool to go back and kill Hitler as a baby.
And I'd listen. I think it would be fun to just sort of experience different time zones, make you appreciate what you've got, appreciate what you haven't got,
or going forward,
and just seeing a bit. But the obvious answer is teleportation because it's a massive convenience.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, we've covered convenience, but this is ultimate convenience.
Yeah.
It's the one, man. It's you could literally roll out of bed at like 5 to 9.
Like, say you wanted to go on holiday. Bang. Instead of having to go through all the rigmarole of going to an airport and flying and
equally it's even that thing of if you just wanted to go to the pool, like, you know, you could just buy some shitty little villa where you sleep at night, or some shitty little Airbnb flat, and then you're like, that pool at the resort down the road looks nice. Well, I'll teleport there in the day, and then teleport back out at the end. No, teleport. What about you?
It'd be teleportation for me.
Too convenient, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like I'd be too afraid of the time travelling to really enjoy it.
See, that doesn't put me off. I feel like I would be quite fat if I had to teleport, though.
I'm already there, mate.
Oh, yeah, in for a penny.
You discover a beautiful island upon which you may build your own society. You make the rules. What is the first rule you put in place?
Rule number 1, obey the fucking rules.
You don't talk about the island. Second rule, you definitely
don't talk about the island. No, rule 1, obey the rules. Rule 1, I'm in charge. I know that sounds really arrogant, but until we've had a chance to establish a proper society and some sort of parliamentary setup, you have to have a kind of monarchy, dictatorship-y setup just to get things going, to put things in place, to put infrastructures in place. So, rule 1, I'm in charge.
Interesting.
And then once we set up that sort of parliamentary setup and democratic process, then I can remove that rule.
Do you know, the more time goes on, the more sure I am that, democracy on a large scale doesn't work. I think you would be best, but then this would then lead to tribalism and it has its own complications. I would create smaller groups.
Okay.
And have a leader of each group that is elected at a local level. I feel like there's less room for corruption if you do that. Or you have each group is run by a democracy of voting on each decision.
Do you have a federal state set up so the leaders can come together and discuss?
Yeah, there is no one leader. There has to be a majority making decision. I would make it the rules a bit like how a pope is elected. You cannot pass something unless it is unanimous. So if that means you have to negotiate on that decision amongst all the leaders...
That could be very political and very long-winded. But
I think that is more effective in our current...
As much as we've both set up some pretty effective and efficient island living situations, you haven't answered the question, what's your first rule?
No violence.
Interesting. See, that is interesting that you ended up at an almost totalitarian standpoint, and I went right the other way, so like the full democratic process. But yet initially, I was very. My first rule is I'm the Mac Daddy. Fucking listen to me. And your first rule is like, guys, let's just not kill each other. Let's please not. Just be nice, friendly. I'm like, fuck that. Do whatever you want as long as you listen to me.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Are you out? Are you outing?
Would you rather become a hidden dragon or a crouching dragon?
Well, I don't know what either of those mean. So, given that crouching puts quite a large strain on your thighs...
If your life was suddenly a part of the television show Friends, which character would you be?
Well, I've already discussed this out of podcast, off air. I'm a very unfortunate mix of... There are 3 characters and people across television that I am unfortunately see myself in large parts. One of them is a Friends character. So one is Will from The Inbetweeners.
Yeah.
I unfortunately see a lot of
Absolutely.
Second is Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Because I think he makes some great points, and his ultimate thing is like, meh. That's his reaction to most things in life. And the third is Ross. I mean, there was an episode where they do the lottery.
Yeah.
And Ross sort of joins late. And Monica's like, what does it matter? You've only been in it for 5 minutes anyway. He goes, 3! I don't know why that matters. And it's the need to be correct. Yeah. And also the need to point out that his correction was completely unnecessary.
And irrelevant.
That awareness to be like, it doesn't matter, but I felt the need to say it anyway. So Ross, what about you? And Ross gets with some fitties, mate.
He does.
I mean, he's got me beat on that front.
I'd be Chandler, wouldn't I? I'm really sarcastic.
Quite sarcastic, and you smoke a lot.
And I smoke a lot, so yeah, I'd be Chandler. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Right, next question.
Okay, shoot.
Would you be willing to have your left middle finger removed by a surgeon if it magically made it so you never became sick?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. As a man who spent much of his sort of formative years being ill a lot of the time, I'd absolutely... And just by the way, just to go back and answer the question of the dragon thing, just because of the strain it puts on the thighs, I'd be a hidden dragon rather than a crouching dragon. Again, in that Ross sense, it doesn't matter, but you asked the question.
No, do you know what?
Compulsion
I agree with you. Crouching gets tiring after a while.
Doesn't it? It's proper strain, that.
Yeah. Right, I've got a more deep one now.
Oh, go on.
Would you rather end world hunger or have world peace?
Can one lead to the other? Or is this completely...
It's one or the other.
You get one, but you by default you have to have the other as a problem. Because that is a really tough one.
Yeah.
Because I actually think quite a lot of hunger comes about through
war. So I think through peace you would.
I think there are parts of the world where you wouldn't have that as a issue. But I think you'd get rid of a lot of it by getting rid of by having world peace.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say world peace.
I agree.
That is quite deep.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. How'd you go from being what dragon do you want to be to how many people?
That's what we're about,
how many people do you want to kill?
That's what we're about. Would you rather forget who everyone else was or who you are?
Ooh. Everyone else. I can relearn everyone else, but as we sort of discussed in the mental health episode, not having that connection to myself and not having that sense of myself, it was one of the most frustrating and...
Yeah, but wouldn't you think if you have perhaps forgot who you were, you might rediscover it and be different?
Possibly, but I'm quite proud of who I am now.
That's fair enough.
And I wouldn't want to lose that.
No,
I've still got some way to go. Oh, I remember one. Just to contribute a little to your pod. I don't want to jump in on your pod, bro. But if I can just throw one at you.
Go for it.
This is like a two-parter. So one, you could add, and we can pick any number here, but you can add an extra 20 years, say, to your life. But it means a stranger dies. Do you do it?
No.
Okay, and what about this? You can add an extra 20 years to his life, but you have to physically take them from someone. It could be someone you don't like.
No.
You're not doing it?
No.
No, I'm not doing it either.
It's not my decision to make.
I take it back to
if I'm meant to live to 29 or 99, that's whatever it is. It's not my choice.
If Captain America wouldn't do it, I'm not doing it.
No.
That's pretty much how I live, by the way. What would Cap do? Any more?
Would you rather live for another 60 years and never be able to leave your home again, or live for just 10 more years and be able to go wherever you want?
Depends. When you say never leave my home, am I allowed, if I've got a sort of garden area or whatever, am I allowed
I would say the perimeters of your property.
So now I'm going to cheat a little bit. If I have a caravan, I live in a caravan, I can go sort of...
No, if you lived in a caravan, you'd never be able to leave the caravan.
But I can't go into that little, if the fucking shade comes down outside, I can't step out into that little area.
No.
Oh, well then I had 10 years.
Really?
10 years of going wherever I want. What do you mean, really?
What if it was your current home now?
Else?
What about your current home now?
What, in the setup that it is now?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because I won't want to live 60 years. Fuck them.
Then your parents will die eventually, so it'll be your home.
Yeah, but I can't go anywhere.
You've got a nice garden.
Oh, well, yeah, but it won't feel nice after 50 years, will it? 30 years in, I won't be thinking, this is nice.
See, I'll take the 60 years.
You take the 60?
I'll take the 60.
How could you? There's so much of the world to see and do.
Yeah.
I know you can see it all through TV if you really wanted, but...
Yeah.
I don't know how you could pick... You're staying for 60?
I'm staying for 60.
Well, be sure to mourn me at my funeral. that we'd have to have in your garden because you can't go anywhere.
If you knew you were going to go blind in 2 months, what would you do? Is there anything in particular that you would want to see?
Yeah. I'd say fuck it to the one place I absolutely want to... I mean, there's loads I want to see and I'll try and do as many as I can in the 2 months. One place I'd absolutely want to tick off my list is Petra in Jordan.
Okay.
And I don't want to go there because it's fucking Jordan. I mean, as we said before, we're looking at a map of the world.
Yeah.
And if you look where Jordan is, it's like, bang, Saudi Arabia to one side, Israel on another, Iraq And then Syria just above it. I mean, not bordering with it, but is that a part of the world you really want to go to?
Not particularly.
Not really. But I do want to see Petra, and if I knew I was going to go blind, I'd go, fuck it, I'm going. What about you?
The Northern Lights.
I'd love to do Northern Lights, but then you'd have to kind of wait it out. There's no guarantee that you're going to see it when you do go.
No, but that's fine. I wouldn't mind spending 2 months in a nice, warm fireplace, ridden.
In a fireplace. You're spending it in the fireplace.
No, you know what I mean? Like somewhere beautiful in Scandinavia.
I think I know how you go blind.
I burn my eyes out. I wouldn't take 2 months though. Would you rather be stuck with a mullet or be bald for the rest of your life?
Well, I've had some bold hair choices. I think we can agree that.
You'd go for mullet, would you?
No.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
go bald.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that when I get to the point of going bald, I'd just do it gracefully. But given my experiences with changing hair situations, I don't know if I could do it gracefully. What would you go?
I'm bald.
I'm bald.
100% bald.
We're just mugging off the mullet.
Yeah, the mullet's horrendous.
It's not a good look, is it?
No.
Sorry to anyone who's not got a mullet.
It's a bit like anyone who's got curtains. No one looks good
not
with
that.
curtains.
So, well, I don't know.
No.
It's got a certain appeal.
Wow.
But, when I said sorry to anyone who's got a mullet, I didn't really mean it, because you've got a fucking mullet. Jump in your pickup truck and suck your own dick.
Right. Would you rather... This would be the last one, by the way.
Okay.
And then we'll close up. Would you rather have to say everything that pops into your mind forever or never get to say anything again?
Well, can I just say that we both know people who are like that? Who will say some just horrendous, idiotic shit.
Yeah.
You don't... Just because you think it, you don't have to say it.
No.
But absolutely. Also, from the fact that this podcast even exists, and the fact that we've established that I'm arrogant, I think everything I think is of value. Every thought I have should be heard. And to deny the world of my wisdom and knowledge and wit.
Well, there's other ways to impart your wisdom, not just through the...
I'm not going to sleep with everyone that I meet. You meant other ways, didn't you? No, yeah, there are other ways.
So you call having sex with someone imparting your wisdom?
It's one of my defences in one of my cases.
She asked me to dictate to her.
I was just imparting my wisdom, Your Honour.
She asked for a dictation. She asked for a dictation.
What was I meant to do? How was I meant to know that meant take notes?
I thought she was saying dictation.
I honestly thought she wanted my penis.
I also yelled surprise. Case dismissed.
Oh no, fair enough. No, she wanted his dictation. Judge, I'm not throwing that out there. You heard him. She wanted the dictation. I don't know what you want me to do.
Coincidentally, his penis's nickname is dictation.
He's got it tattooed on it. She definitely wanted it.
Oh well. And on that bombshell, it's a good place to end it.
But I will say this. With these hypotheticals, keep the conversation going.
Yeah, let us know what you would do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let us know what you would do with these questions and these situations.
Why you do them.
Yeah, and why.
Tell us why we were wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, for the record, we aren't wrong.
Well, I'm not a woman, so I am wrong sometimes.
Wow, little casual sexism. I wonder how that compares to my casual dismissal of the Africans in episode 2.
I think yours is worse.
I don't know, there's a lot more women.
Only because they're dying of starvation. Jesus.
We should just aim to offend an entire group every pod.
Yeah, just pick a different minority.
So now, well, women aren't a minority. That is offensive.
They're treated like one.
Oh, don't try and fucking suck up to it now. Don't try. I'm with you, sisters. You fucking mugged them.
Get back in the kitchen.
You've mugged them off. Accept it.
Right. Don't forget to contact us at Swords Crossing on Twitter. Crossing Swords on Facebook, crossingswords19@gmail.com, and we're on Insta.
Crossing Swords _podcast, and guys. And the tingles. Pop, 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 pop. And our next episode probably will be us rapping.
Absolutely.
But Seriously, oh man, so many people are going to be disappointed when they hear this and the next episode isn't us rapping. I've got to throw something their way now just for that.
Should we name it Rap God and it be completely separate to rapping?
I mean, realistically, if we both lay down some bars, there'd be some fucking fire. And I've got to tell you, I'll make sure the insurance on
I
this
don't want
house...
to burn your parents' house
No,
down.
I'll make sure that there was insurance on this house because we'd set this fucking place ablaze. What? Also, let us know episode ideas. If there's anything you want us to talk about, send it our way and we'll do an episode. We'll try our best to get round to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. Well, it's been a pleasure for me. I don't give a fuck how it's been for you.
No, we enjoy this.
You've got to the end.
Yeah, our whole 15 listeners, I hope you're enjoying this.
And also, listen, keep shoving it down people's throats. Just
stop fucking sharing it, you
tossers. Just because we're like a dozen episodes in, fucking share this.
I'm getting desperate like Jane. I will start doling out hand jobs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll both come round and wake you up.
Yeah, you'll get 2 hand
You'll
jobs.
get 2, and trust me, it'll make your hand... I've got little hands, so yours will seem really big.
I've got big hands, but they're strong and firm.
Yeah, I mean, mine... I'll make you look big, and he'll make you feel good.
Yeah.
And what more can we offer?
Yeah, absolutely. Alright guys, we'll catch you on the flip-flop. Love you all.
On the flip-flop, hippity-hop.
Bye-bye.